I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Vampire Girl 3, Chapter 1. You're Ari, the Midnight Star, the High Fae Druid, and the Princess of the Seven Realms of Hell. You are a force to be reckoned with, but right now, you're afraid. The last time you saw Fenris, Prince of War, and your chosen, Carissi, your soulmate, he was near death, slipping further away by the moment. I ran out of the room to get help for Finn's horrible wounds, but ran into Levi, and now the brothers know that I'm not just a human girl here to try and save my mother's soul. They know that I am Fae, that I am a druid, one of the chosen Fae who have bonded with the powerful spirit and controlled the fate of this world. You stand in the cold, dark hallways of Stonehill, surrounded by the princes of hell, their swords in hand. Everyone catches their breath, clothes soaked in blood from the war raging outside the stone walls. Levi, Prince of Envy, stares at you, brothers standing behind him, their eyes wide. You. He's High Fae. Royal Fae blood. She's been lying to us from the very beginning. We don't know that. Don't jump to conclusions. Enough bickering. Levi readies his sword and steps up to you, his eyes blazing with contempt. Yami, the small dragon spirit you command, scampers along your shoulder, behind your head shaking in fear. Oh, we get to select him again? I believe I did that one. Horns. Yeah. If only Yami could become his true self, he could help us get out of here. The princes can't even see him. We'd have the advantage. I'll try to focus my own power. You let your eyes drift closed and try to summon the power within you. For a moment, it seems to work. The world goes silent, and all you hear is frantically beating heart of your kitten-sized dragon hiding in your hair, until Levi rips you back to reality. What is she doing? Open your damn eyes! Levi lunges towards you, fangs bared, his eyes flutter open, and you wince. At that moment, Ace hobbles in front of you, using a cane to stay upright while he protects you from Levi's advance. Hold on, Levi. For what? As I said before, I will be claiming my month with Princess Ari. She is under my protection, effective immediately. If you wish to kill her, you must kill me first. Levi's cold eyes soften for a moment, hurt by Ace's decision to side with you. He snaps back to anger as Ace holds up his arm in a defensive pose. On it is the wristwatch he wears, full of powerful magic gadgetry. The other arm rests on his cane. Step aside, Ace. She's the enemy. She's the last of the High Fae. She's to blame for the Druid's awakening. She's the reason we lost so many of our own today. This news is fresh. We have many questions that need answering before we can make judgment calls, especially death sentences. She's a traitor. That's all you need to know. A traitor? I tried to stop this war. Listen to me. Let me explain. Levi scoffs. Unless you talk your way out of this, out of the truth that has exposed you. Levi points a sword at you. She is the source of our pain, brothers. The Midnight Star stands before us. And you would let her go free? I need to defend myself. I give the brothers the truth. It was never my intention to make fools of the princes. You guys aren't my enemies. I didn't know my lineage when I arrived here. I had no idea I was Fae, and I especially never asked to be part of this war. I didn't have control over any of this. I'm trying to find my place. Maybe it's here. The others processes in silence, convinced by your words. Regardless, here you stand, a traitor to our kind, by my reckoning. Yep, sins of the father. Ace puffs out his chest, standing firm to Levi. I've always liked you, Ace. Your inventions are fascinating, your intellect unparalleled, but don't confuse my appreciation of your talents for empathy. Step aside, Tinkerer. I won't ask again. Ace grips his cane, his knuckles turning white. You get the feeling that If he were at full health, his power would be unleashed. His eyes dart towards the end of the hallway, his mind racing for an escape. He looks back to Levy. Ace, don't give up. That's the kind of leadership the Isle of Inferna needs. I'm not going anywhere, Levy.
You wish to sacrifice your life for this usurper? Your actions betray us all, Prince of Sloth. Our family, our father.
Ace turns back and looks at you. Maybe so. But I won't stand by as you murder someone. She deserves a trial for these accusations. A trial? But I haven't done anything. You have been formally accused, as such you deserve your fair time in court. Sam and Zeb, Princess of Greed and Gluttony, look at each other considering this. It would be more humane than what Levy proposes. It doesn't matter, she's a fae, we need no trial. If that's what you all think, then perhaps... He steps back, his body closer to you. Keeps his defensive stance, protecting you with all his weakened body can offer. She is no threat, brothers. She saved me, remember? That's true. And all I want to do now is save Finn. Where is Finn? Have we heard from him? Levy scoffs, frustrated. His wicked eyes gleam with rage.
Finn is probably fine.
Finn is not fine. Was stabbed through the gut by Orin. The Druid of Fire. He's dead, isn't he?
Don't you see, this is another scheme, another tale woven to distract us from what truly matters.
Levy jabs his sword in your direction. As he does, Yami yelps out a growl.
Her. She is the last High Fae. If we kill her, the druids will return to the slumber. Peace will return to our lands. We have the opportunity to end this war right here, right now. We must kill her now, before it's too late.
Niam and Zeb ponder this. Moved by his words, the two of them have not treated you coldly before, but this is war. The hallway fills with silence, your stomach turns as you realize what will happen next. No. Zeb would never, would he? I don't know Niam well at all, but is he really capable of... Okay. You step backward, stumbling in the throne room. Ace follows. Niam nods to Levy as his large body hovers over Ace's smaller frame. Just move aside, Ace. I don't want to hurt you. If what Levy says is true, the princess is an enemy. You will not kill her. I won't allow it. Kill her? No, of course not. Orin looks at Niam, confused. Sorry, Niam, all I really know about you is that you're great with money and efficient as hell. So can you just be clear and tell me who you answer to? No one, other than the council. That is my brothers, all of us together. I am taking you into custody, Ari. Call it an arrest, if you will. It's better than the alternative, I guess, but why? We must do this properly. We must hold court and have a trial. Murdering a suspect on the spot is what King Lucian would have done, and we need to be better than our father.
Damn it, Niam! Why pick now to become a stickler for justice and laws?
We are the leaders of the world now, Levy. We must be the example our people can follow. Zeb lowers the sword, his eyes finally softening as he sees a solution that means he doesn't have to use it. Niam is right. She will have her time in court. But Zeb, you know it will be fair. I don't, I suppose. But I know it will be more fair than slaughtering you here and now, like Levy wishes. So please, Princess, do us and yourself a favor. Come quietly. Ace's shoulders finally relax, but Levy is still fuming.
It is not our duty to protect our people, to end this war?
This is more important than that, Levy. This is about what kind of world we wish to build. If you choose to fight us, if you choose to kill the future queen, then you put yourself above the law. Ace is right, Levy. You don't get to make calls. You aren't the king. Not yet. And if I have anything to say about it, no one will be. I'll just disband the whole damn kingdom and let you all live your separate realms. 7 princes, 7 kingdoms, no inferna.
'Tis though you're the first to have that idea.
I'm not sure you can do that, Princess, can she? Well, pending the results of her trial... Levy laughs.
Don't be fools. You dare leave this to a trial with Asher and Finn present? You know they would support Ari of our kingdom. Asher plays the slave master, but he is soft at heart. And Finn, well, dear Fenris does not see clearly anymore, you know this.
Levy raises a sword back at you.
You will not fool us again, Faye. I will take your life and then I will find my brother.
Levy begins walking up to you. Ace places his hand on your shoulder, bracing for a fight. Suddenly, a tall, broad-shouldered man steps up in front of Levy, his hand on his chest, stopping him. Everyone's eyes go wide, surprised by the newcomer's sudden involvement. When you realize who it is, you gasp.
Sorry, love. Got here a bit late. I think I'm up to speed, though.
It's Dean. He's never been my hero before, but he's never harmed me either. Can I trust him? Dean... Have you seen Finn?
Not yet. I trust you can show me where he is, once I've sorted this out.
He turns his attention back to his brother.
What of the contract, Levy? We're all bound to it. Harry here must choose the new king. You would ever do that from a prison cell?
Levy pauses, staring deeply at the Prince of Lust. He steps up to him.
Fuck the contract!
Oof. Brother gasps, shocked. Getting a demon contract, especially one issued by the King Lucian himself, is unheard of, perhaps impossible.
Just what the hell are you suggesting, Levy? Why do I need another king at all? We have ruled our own realms these past few months. Why put one of us above all? Maybe Father was wrong. Think of it, 7 kings for the 7 realms. And with Ari gone, we all have rule in peace. It is so different from the council we hold so sacred.
Levy takes a deep breath, ready to convince his brothers once and for all.
The princess has deceived us. I will never have her as queen, will you, brothers? Will you be ruled by a high fae, by the druid of the void, by a traitor and a liar? Will you surrender our world, our people, over to the fae?
Ace looks down, struggling to argue. The rest of his brothers pause, considering their options. I need to stand up for myself before it's too late. Listen. Oh yeah, telling them that if you kill, they try and kill you, Yami will kill them all. That'll work. I deserve my time in court. I knew to explain what I've been through. You don't know who I've met or what I've learned. None of you understand. I didn't ask for any of this, and I certainly don't deserve to die for it. Regardless, this isn't the time or place to make this decision, brothers. Your feel frustration took over you as Finn wanders into your anxious mind. Please hold a trial if you must, but let me go to Finn. He needs help. Medicine. Zab runs his hand through his hair, his eyes search for yours for the truth, and he seems to find it. He turns to his brothers. You can deliberate all you want, but it appears our brother needs help. I am off to find Finn. I can't waste any more time on this madness while he suffers.
Fine, leave. The rest of us will deal with Ari.
Suddenly a door swings open down the hallway. The creak from the metal hinges makes a sharp clatter. You hear a familiar voice screaming in pain. A chilling howl echoes through the room, and the screaming man's voice seems to almost harmonize with an eerie wail. Oh my god, Finn. You run back into the hall towards the open door. Yami holds onto your shirt as you sprint down the hallway. You run as if life depends on it. And it does.
Don't let her get away!
The princes follow their demon pace and possibly fast. You have your own Fey form is giving you the boost to run them. You slide into Finn's room, your body aching from the run. Your wounds haven't even begun to heal. You see Asher gently placing Finn onto the bed. Baron, Finn's loyal white wolf, stands next to his master, worry on his sweet canine face. That ought to do it. Finn clutches his bare shoulder, his shirt torn clean off his body. Finn looks up at you, his eyes piercing straight through you. Asher sets his, and Finn swords down to the bed. Hey, you okay? Oh, you look worse for wears, holy crap. Finn... I'm the one who should be asking that. I've had worse. What stabbed through the gut? That's nothing. You should see how a real man fights. His familiar voice melts your knees. You feel a wave of calmness wash over you despite the fight you've just escaped. The rest of the princes burst into the room, but catch sight of Finn and Asher, which stops them in their tracks. Finn, are you okay? We're here now. We can help you to recover. Finn, you... The brothers suddenly freeze, their eyes going wide in shock and disbelief. A warm red-toned aura covers Finn's entire body. His ears are pointed, the ears of a fae. The brothers stand in silence, shell-shocked. You double-take as you realize what you're seeing. I was so relieved to see him alive. I didn't even notice that Finn beat... Finn breaks the silence. I could hear you all arguing down the hall. Trying to kill the princess in cold blood. Shameful. We mustn't forget that Ari was brought here by our father. He arranged for her to be queen. And have you learned who killed him? Perhaps you thought the Fae did it. Perhaps Levi's. Someone convinced you all that the princess is to blame. Well, here's the truth. It was me. I killed our father. I killed King Lucien. The princes are stone cold, frozen in place by his words. Finn stands up from the bed slowly, leaning on Asher for support. Father told me his plans for peace. He spoke of weakness, so I poisoned him. I went into his bedchambers, laid the trap, and left him there to die. Then you chose me to find the murderer, elected me of your own free will. Oh, how I laughed at you all behind your backs. I gloated to myself, brothers. But then again, we never really were kin, were we? What is he doing? Why is he telling them this news now, here? Why is he pitting himself against his family, and how could he possibly be Fae? Finn peers over at you as you lock eyes. His eyes quickly dart to the door, out of the room, then back at you. He does it again, trying his best to sneak a message to you. He's trying to tell me to run. I can't believe he'd do this for me. Finn nudges his head at you, jerking it towards the door, telling you to leave now while you still have a chance. You should stay and see how this plays out. Quickly shake your head at Finn, declining his offer to escape. I'm not leaving you, Finn. Not after everything we've been through. If this is where I die, I'm dying with my Carissi, the spirit of my heart. You poisoned Father? Yes, it wasn't my intention to kill him, but something tells me that doesn't hold much weight at this point. I need to be there for Finn. I should get closer to him. Take a step forward to be with Finn. Ace reaches out with his arm, stopping you. His grip is tight, unbreakable. You look over at Ace, his typical warm face turned cold and distant as he looks at his traitor for a brother. Ace peers over at you, shakes his head no. He doesn't trust Finn around you. Perhaps he doesn't even trust you any longer. Ace, please. He relents, but only slightly. You are still just out of reach of Finn, but close enough that you can stare deeply into your eyes. Levy snarls, gripping his sword. You bastard! We should never have treated you as our own! You may not be family after all, but you still managed to betray your brothers. Those who you loved took care of you. Finn stands tall, but you notice some insecurity in himself. The same heavy weight that was always made him the most sullen of princes. I understand now. I've always been better than you. Stronger than you. I have the power of the Fae and the vampire. I have the Earth Spirit at my side. This news stabs the princes in their hearts. The Earth Spirit? You mean... Oh. Baron growls as the princes. Tension builds in the room. All eyes dart to the beast. The wolf. Your Baron. He is your Earth Spirit? He is a Tauren reborn? It can't be. That's impossible. Finn is Fae, a druid, and Baron is actually Tauren, the Earth Spirit? How can I know for sure? I need to... Try to sense his aura for yourself. He's definitely Fae, that's for sure, but is he a druid? I should be able to tell. Let your body relax, unclench your muscles, and breathe deeply and try to clear your mind. As you do, a rush of emotion, not yours, washes over you. You feel fear, pride, anger, and above all, power. You are hyper-aware of the river running just past the stone walls, of the scent of the moss on the pine in the air, the rise and fall of every breath in the room. The combined stimuli are overwhelming. You wince and look at Finn, who seems to nod in your direction. This is his power. This is how he experiences the world. All of it. Our mother. She said she found a Fey boy on the battlefield, dying. She said she turned it to save its life. She said nothing of the spirits of Finn being that baby. It's true. Asher finally breaks his long silence, addressing his brothers. I was there. I saw the wolf's misty energy settle into the infant. It didn't take physical form for many years after. All this time, Asher, you knew, and you never said anything. Asher is hiding something. My mother swore me to secrecy, to never reveal Finn's heritage. Tell me, brothers, would you have broken your oath to her? The princes ponder this as you feel the tension in the room slowly begin fading, becoming resignation. Finn takes another look at you, his eyes dart to the back door with intention, his head moving with them. He keeps insisting I go, but how will I get past them all? I don't know which of them are my enemies at this point. And I can't leave Finn here to make a sacrifice of himself, not after everything we've been through. Will none of you avenge your father? The man responsible for his death is standing right in front of you. Is your fear of me too great? Did you piss your pants at the sight of me? Come! Finn beats his chest with his fist. Come at me, brothers! His words drip with mockery. It's all Levi needs. He charges at Finn, sword raised high. Finn quickly grabs his own sword from the bed. He jumps into the air as their blades clash in a hail of demonic sparks. The trade blows, the sound of the battle-hardened steel fills the air. The remaining princes stand by, unsure of who to fight for. Need help, Finn. I'll back him to stop. I think it's an illusion of choice. Please, Levi, Finn doesn't deserve any of this. I do not answer to you, Midnight Star. I'm no Fae. If you seek to give orders, give them to Fenris. Finn coughs out a weak laugh as he bats away Levi's sword once more. She commands me with or without the authority of the Midnight Star. Normally Finn would have trashed Levi by now, but he's hurt and Levi won't budge. I need help. I need Yami. Yami, please do something. Yami recoils, shaking in fear. Please, I'll help you polish all your skills. Let you play with Baron all you want. Yami looks at you and back at Levi and Finn as their swords continue to clash. Yami jumps from your shoulder. His eyes close tightly as he focuses. Suddenly, Yami begins to grow in size. You feel the dark power inside of you grow as Yami does. It feels like it feels your entire body and beyond, matching him in size. The commanding, still invisible dragon spits a stream of crackling blue fire into the fray. His flames crackle with lightning, setting a wall of tapestry near Levi ablaze. Levi stands, jumps out of the way, startled by the fire. Who the hell was that? It was Yami. The dragon spirit? Levi jumps to his feet and swings his sword in the direction of the flame source. He cannot see Yami, but that won't stop him. He swings wildly, slicing Yami's shoulder as he winds up another breath of fire. The blade cuts deep, and thick blood wells up from the wound as massive chest heaves in pain. Yami, no! Yami recoils, dissolving in size. You feel the searing pain on your shoulder as Yami does. Yami shivers, and before your eyes blows away onto the wind, a pile of dust and ash. Where did he go? No, this can't be happening. Taking the opportunity, Dean leaps between Finn and Levi, lifts his strong arms, and manages to push them both aside. Enough. Stop this at once. I love fighting and killing as much as the next demon, but this is not our way. Not against our own. We are more civilized than this. Fenris deserves a trial. So, we both try them both. Fenris and Ari, both suspected. Rather process the decision, their silence, resolution of agreement. Fine. Very well. Levy. Levy stares daggers at his brother as he looks over at Finn, snarling. He quietly puts his sword away, grabs a wooden table near him, and heaves it as hard as he can towards the naked wall. The table shatters into pieces as Levy vents his frustration with his agreement. He quickly flinches, the only one in the room startled. Inappropriate display of your disagreement, but that is your decision. Pretty sure there's an Earth term for this, princess. Grow the hell up? Sure, that works now. Let's take Finn and the princess to the basement cells. They will await trial there. The brothers put away their weapons. Ace turns around and looks at you. Where there was once a smile and warm disposition, you only see sadness and disappointment. He gently takes your sword out of your hands. You don't fight him. He looks down, walking away from you. Brothers stand together. Finn sits back down on the bed, needing respite from his fight with Levy. You look around the room and feel more alone than you've ever thought possible. None of the princes trust you anymore. The man you love sits alone, tired and defeated. Yet Yami has left you, mysteriously vanished, and perhaps even dead.
Wow, chapter 1 is really long.
After a short walk, escorted by Nami and Levy, you find yourself in a basement prison cell of Stonehill. On the cold, wet floor of the dungeon is a small, lumpy straw bed. Next to the bed is a bucket. You realize with dread what it's for. Levy stands close to the entrance of the cell.
Endure your time in the dungeons, princess. It's the last view of this world you'll get before you're hanged.
Hanged? Don't count on it. I won't let you do this to me or Finn. He smirks.
We'll see.
You watch him walk away, a chill running down your spine as you take in the cold, empty surroundings. Stonehill's my kingdom, my home, and if I don't play my cards right, it might be my grave. I was like, is this gonna keep going? It just felt really long. So with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. Sorry it took me so long to get around to Vampire Girl 3. We've had a lot of content. And now that it's the summer, I can catch up with this. Because, you know, hey, I take care of 2 special needs brothers, the school, the whole 9 yards. So I can at least finally catch up on some of this. And, you know, focus on content that you guys have been wanting for a while. So, without further ado, please remember to like, comment, and share. And, hey, subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.